My first defining moment in the early 70s when I was 9 years of age, my parents, my brother and I fled war-torn Lebanon. I'll never forget that day because we were plucked out of school just one ordinary afternoon and we could hear gunfire in the background. And, you know, my parents rushed home and started frantically packing their belongings. And you'll have to excuse me if I do get emotional about this because it brings back a lot of memories. But we went home and whilst I was frantically packing, a soldier came in and it was the first time I'd always seen them on TV, you know, in American movies with the full gear. And he said, "You don't have enough time, you need to get out of here now." So we literally left with the clothes on our backs. We ran downstairs to the foyer, so we were in a building in downtown Beirut. And we stood there as more and more soldiers started streaming in and the gunfire was getting louder and louder. And my father had his car parked across the road. We were just about to make a run for it. The soldier stopped and he said, "It's too late. You can't leave. It's too dangerous. There are snipers from the building across the road and one person's already been shot." And there was a long silence and my father then started pleading with him. I remember I was holding his hands, and when you're young, I was a skinny little boy and I was shaking uncontrollably. And then I remember this moment where they didn't say anything, they just looked at each other. And then the soldier said to him, "Okay, wait here when I tell you to make a run for it." Because I think he looked at my dad and thinking, if I let this guy go, his whole family could die. But if I leave him here, because my father, I think, had this inkling that if we'd stayed, we would not survive. He had the courage to say, "I'm making that decision." So anyway, the soldier said, "Wait here." He went out, got a few of his buddies, and together, I remember they started spraying bullets at the building across the road because shells went everywhere. And I'd never forget those shells, right? And then we made a bolt for the car. We got into the car, luckily, and we drove off. And the curiosity got the better of me, so I propped myself up on the back seat and peeked out the back window. And I saw one of the soldiers lying face down. Until this day, I often think, was that the same guy that helped us? So I didn't want to share that defining moment with you to start this on a sad note. I shared it with you because I know that there are two types of people that are in this room. There are the ones who are going through their own adversity and that have come for some clarity and for some inspiration. And there are the ones who have just come here because they want to take their life to the next level. Whatever your case, I just want you to know that adversity is your biggest opportunity for you to display your own greatness. Absolutely. You know, for the next days and weeks, when we finally made it out of Lebanon, I won't share the whole story, but it was tough. My parents taught me the most ultimate gift that became the inspiration for the second framework I'm going to share with you. They taught me the gift of courage to press on. They never complained. They never blamed. They just got on with it. They just knew how to do life. And I remember they were always smiling. So yes, you can smile in the face of adversity. Everyone goes through adversity. It's how you deal with it. And the opportunity was what? We arrived in this amazing country and we built a great life. So out of every adversity, there's the opportunity for greatness.